demographic transition, 3 centuries of fundamental change. Before the demographic transition, life was short. Families had many children, population growth was low, and societies were very young. During the transition, mortality declined first, followed later by fertility. This made population growth rise quickly at first, then eventually slow down. The transition began around 1800 in Europe, has now spread worldwide and is expected to finish by 2100.
Mortality decline. Modern stage. Modern improvements in life expectancy. In recent decades, death rates continue to fall due to reduction in chronic disease such as heart disease and cancer. Publicly funded biomedical research, stem cell studies, and the Human Genome Project also contributed. Life expectancy rose dramatically. For example, in India, from 24 years in 1920 to 62 today, and in China from 41 years in 1950 to 70 in the 1990s.
Fertility decline. Biofertility between 1890 and 1920. Martial fertility declined sharply in Europe, about a 40% drop from 1870 to 1930. Parents' main goal shifted from having many births to ensuring that their children survive. As a child, survival improved, families invested more in fewer children. This means economic change influenced fertility because the cost of benefits of having children also changed.
Consequences of the demographic transition. Effects on society, families, and the future by 2100. The population may reach 9.5 billion. Life expectancy will double or triple, and the median age will rise from the early 20s to the early 40s. Many developed countries already have negative population growth. Family structures will change. Fewer children and childbearing concentrated in fewer years. While longer lives, adults have more years for education, work, and personal growth. Kin networks became more vertical, meaning more generation alive at once. Parents with fewer child invest more resources per child, reflecting the quality-quantity trait.
Economic forces behind fertility decline, how income, time, and movements all affected fertility, raising children every time intensive. With technological progress and rising physical and human capital, labor become more productive, making parents' time more valuable. Since women traditionally spend more raising children, increases in women productivity, made large family more costly. As income rose, the demand shifted toward goods and services that require educated labor, further increasing the value of time and encourage small families.
The demographic transition began with a long-term decline in mortality around 1800 in Northwest Europe. Early mortality decline happened because infectious and contagious diseases were reduced. Preventive medicine improved, including the smallpox vaccine. Personal hygiene got better as income increased. The germ theory of disease became widely accepted. Better food storage and transportation reduced famine and death. Nutrition improved, and higher childhood nutrition increased life expectancy.
Population growth patterns. Demographic difference between countries' population growth depends on fertility and mortality rates. In 1950 to 2050 projection, Europe shows slow growth because it transitioned early. India and the least developed countries started with much higher fertility and mortality, leading to faster growth. Over the past 50 years, fertility and mortality have converged globally, but income levels have not. Today, the median person lives in a country with a fertility rate of 2.3 and a life expectancy of 68 years.